Hello and welcome to Storybook Azeroth, where we adventure through the greatest stories in World of Warcraft. Today, the Prime Naaru Xe'ra leads us on a journey through the past of Illidan Stormrage to recover the first demon hunter's lost soul.
You are not prepared!
Remain vigilant.
Grandmaster, thank you for coming. I have a matter of some urgency that requires your unique talents. The Order of the Silver Hand have reported that an extraordinarily luminescent object has emerged from the Fellstorm and is currently falling towards the coast of Suramar. What I find most curious about this occurrence is that the object was reported as having cut a swath through the Fellstorm itself. Will you investigate? There is a griffin awaiting your arrival at Krasus's Landing.
How may I help?
Are you ready to fly? You'll have our fastest mount. I am ready to go to Suramar.
Good luck, friend.
Be on guard, sir. Suramar is a dangerous place.
Keep your wits about you. If we noticed that object shooting out from the Fellstorm, so too did the Legion. Look there, to the north. Gaze upon the night hold of Suramar. What secrets are kept inside? Amazing. Ancient highborn ruins litter the landscape. And there, along the coast, it looks to be a Vrykul settlement. Fascinating. There it is. Land at the shoreline and investigate. Somewhere in those murky waters is our mysterious object. Time to get your feet wet. It's not here. Those beasts must have dragged it into the cave. The search continues. There it is. The giant is holding it. There's only one way to separate a giant from its treasure. You know what to do.
Landborn filth, thieves! I will leave you as a smudge in my lair.
Excellent. Hurry back to Dalaran and meet me in the Chamber of the Guardian. Safe return, friend. Let's get to work.
Most curious indeed. This is no object of the Legion's making. Let me have a closer look.
Azeroth, I pray that this, the final plea of the Army of the Light, has reached you intact. The 1,000 Years' War has reached its peak, but the nightmare is far from over. This vessel represents our ultimate sacrifice. It must reach the Prophet. He is the key. None of us asked for this burden, but it is what fate has deemed. Succeed, and the light may yet endure. Fail, and all worlds will burn.
We will not fail.
Terralion.
Ah, good to see you.
Terralion lives. For ages I had thought that my old friend had perished on some desolate Legion world, but to know that he yet lives and is in danger is too much to bear. We must hurry. We must uncover the object's sacred purpose. The prophet of whom Terralion spoke of is undoubtedly the leader of the Draenei, Velen. Take the object and journey to the Exodar.
This portal will take you to the Exodar. Good luck, champion.
It is there that you will find Prophet Velen. I will open a portal for you now. Take my beacon and use it when you are ready to return.
We make our last stand at the Vault of Lights. If you can make your way here, you will find Sanctuary, although I cannot say for how long.
Did your vision foretell of this day, Prophet? Did you see our coming? I bring you a message from Kil'jaeden, to be served in the blood of your people. Justice will be met! A coward's death to these traitorous Draenei! Mar their corpses, so the living may see the fate that awaits them!
Rakish. His name means butcher in Eredun. It is no coincidence that Kil'jaeden sent an Eredar to slaughter my people. The deceiver revels in his creative punishments for those that dare defy him. Fate has delivered you to us in this most dire time, hero. While I sense that your mission is urgent, if we do not push back these invading demons, we will all perish. This barrier protecting my people requires all of my energy and focus. I am afraid you must venture into the demon-infested halls alone. Please search for survivors and eliminate the Legion invasion point portals that you find across the Exodar. You must hurry. I do not know how much longer I can keep this barrier active.
Break your bodies upon the Prophet's barrier, minions. Soon it shall fall, and with it, the hopes of the Draenei. Your will be done, Master. Your interference only delays the inevitable. Minions, destroy them!
Light bless you. Thank you, Paladin. Without you, I would have surely perished.
You foolishly stand in defiance of the endless armies of Sargeras. Sisters, bring me their head! Flesh meat dangles for the taking!
Have you seen my brother? I hope he made it to the Prophet.
Thanks to you, most of our people have returned safely to the Vault of Lights. The time has come to focus your attention on the remaining Fel portals and end Rakish's incursion. Divinius, the champion has crushed the incursion. Now is the time to take the Chosen and finish off the leftover demonic taint within our halls. Secure the Exodar for our people once more.
As you command, Prophet.
I fear we have but a moment, hero. Rakish is still here, somewhere, and he must be stopped if my people are to find peace again. I know that you have ventured far to find me, and have brought with you a dire message. In your possession is an object of great importance. May I see it?
Without faith, the battle is lost.
Mother of Light! I'm sorry. I did not know. Champion, we have to go, now! I will explain on the way there. Inform me when you are prepared to leave. But please, what you have brought to me is known as Light's Heart. It is the sentience core of the Naaru Prime, Xe'ra. Locked away within the core is wisdom, knowledge, crucial to our battle against the Burning Legion. Yet only a Naaru born of Xe'ra is capable of unlocking the core. This is why you were sent here. This is the true purpose of the Burning Legion's invasion of the Exodar. The last of Xe'ra's line, Oros, sits unguarded in the heart of the Exodar. If they destroy Oros, the information within Light's heart will be lost forever.
For a prophet, you are doing a very poor job of making predictions. It makes music when you beat it. What a delightful creature. I will enjoy ending its existence.
I will guide us to the heart of the vessel. Stay within my protective barrier as I cleanse the fell taint from the pathway. We have made it in time. By the grace and glory of the light, I will heal Oros. Then we will deal with Rakish. You have lost Rakish. Oros is renewed. And now you must answer for the atrocities you have committed.
The fated heroes have arrived. It would appear that you have bested me, Velen. But before I surrender and face the judgment of the light, there is one last thing I must do.
Oros lets loose a woeful dirge as he is disintegrated.
Can you know victory without first knowing defeat? Come, fail, die!
We attack on your mark. Lead the charge. Reporting for duty, High Lord. Prophet, it has been ages since we last saw each other. Unfortunate circumstances for our reunion, but hopefully the outcome will be in our favor. You have taken well to the light, Liadrin. It would seem that the Sunwell has renewed your vigor.
In my master's house smolder the burning husks of 1,000 worlds. I am here now to prepare a place for you amidst the ruin of tomorrow. You think you've won? You will taste of defeat, even if it means my own death. From the mouth of Argus comes your doom, for soon the Annihilator will have its fill and detonate with the force of a collapsing star. Nothing but ash will be left where we stand!
This is all wrong. I have been here before. But that would mean... It cannot be! Heroes! We mustn't kill Rakish! Stop! Please!
He's left us no choice, Velen. If we don't destroy the machine, this place and every living soul inside will be annihilated.
If you will not spare him, then I must stop you!
It will be your faces that I see in my last waking moments. A final agonizing memory before I am turned to ash and cast into oblivion. I welcome it.
You asked me if I foresaw this day, child.
What's wrong with the Prophet?
I did. And until this moment, I did not understand. In the time that is now just a whisper of a memory, I had a son. On the day of his birth, a vision came to me. In that vision, I saw myself weeping as I held a dying Exodar in my arms. His skin fell-pocked and battle-scarred, like yours. But I buried that vision after Kil'jaeden took my family from me, and for eons let it be lost in the darkest recesses of my being. Now, finally, as I hold you in my arms, I understand. There is nothing left here for you, champion. Take Light's heart and return to Khadgar. Tell him that the light died here this day. Farewell.
We came as soon as we were able. Thank the light that you are safe, Prophet.
I am neither prophet nor pawn. Not any longer. Did Romul survive?
Grand Artificer Romul yet lives, sir.
Good. Find Romul. Tell him to begin repairs on the vessel. We are going home.
Let's get to work. Be mindful of your duty.
Kil'jaeden took the child from Velen, let Velen believe that the boy had been killed, then raised the child as an agent of the Burning Legion with the express purpose of murdering his own father? That bastard waited 13,000 years to exact vengeance upon Velen for defying Sargeras and the Legion? The deceiver indeed. For Velen to have to experience such tragedy after what he and his people have already been through is heartbreaking. Such a thing would test anyone's faith.
You are always appreciated.
You did not ask for this burden, but it is what fate has deemed. Turalian's haunting last words still echo in my mind. I worry about the fate of the Draenei, about the fate of my friend Velen, but we must remain vigilant.
Take care, my friend. It's good to have you.
For now, the Light's heart remains under your watchful eye. There is one place on Azeroth I would trust with the safekeeping of the object, your Order Hall. Take it there. I will remain in Dalaran and continue looking for answers. There must be another way. This is where you must place Light's Heart. A force within Light's Heart activates as you lay it down. You feel hopeful.
Champion, I've been looking everywhere for you. Oh, the head in the crystal ball. I'm trying something new.
I may have found a key to unlock Light's Heart. I was going through some ancient cosmology tomes when I stumbled upon a passage indicating that the Prime Naaru may have been created by Elune during the Great Ordering of Shadow and Light. If Elune did create Xe'ra, then it stands to reason that we could use the Tears of Elune to unlock the secrets of Light's Heart. Now it falls upon you to recover the Tears of Elune from Xe'ra.
Be vigilant, friend. I was hoping to see you.
The Tears of Elune are ready for you. I am uncertain what to do from here. Take the relic back to your order hall and try to use it on Light's Heart.
Remain vigilant.
Maybe make them touch? Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. Let's hope this works.
Do not be alarmed, mortal. Your consciousness has been projected to my astral presence in the great dark beyond. I am Xe'ra, one of the first Naaru to be forged here during the great ordering of the cosmos. You have come to the crucible of all creation in search of answers. Listen then, and find enlightenment. In a time now long past, a great battle was fought that would determine the fate of all worlds. It was in that final battle that the all-powerful Titan Pantheon fell to one of their own, Sargeras. After the fall, none were left to oppose the will of Sargeras. Unfettered, the Dark Titan and his burning legion would go on to annihilate countless worlds in their burning crusade. From the ashes of those ravaged worlds, survivors arose to stand against the demons. They became known as the Army of the Light. But now, the Golden Army teeters upon the precipice of oblivion, as their campaign on Argus nears its terminus. Should they fall, the Legion will initiate a new burning crusade, and with it the cosmos will tremble. I am here now on a mission of desperation. I seek the child of light and shadow, the boy destined to end the age of demons. The one called Illidan Stormrage.
Well, look who's come back from the dead. Lady, you've been unconscious for 3 days. I'm sure Khadgar will be relieved that his special pal is awake. Me, on the other hand, still a damn sea lion. What are you looking at? Ain't you ever seen a sea lion before? Not like this. Yes, I'm a druid, and, well, I'm kind of stuck like this for a while. While patrolling the sea around the broken shore, an infernal crashed into the water right on top of me. The blast instantly knocked me unconscious. When I woke, I was here, in the care of the nurses. They say after a few days I should have the strength to shift back. In the meantime, I'm stuck in this contraption to keep me from drying out. Do me a favor, don't mention this to any of the other druids. They'll never let me live it down.
You live. Your champions came to me after they failed to rouse you at your order hall. We brought you here and put you in the infirmary. What happened?
Always happy to help.
Dead? The Titans are dead? Khadgar ponders the news for a minute. It explains so much, and yet I cannot help but feel an overwhelming sense of sadness. We've been on our own all along. Our gods killed before we were even born. As for the Army of the Light and Illidan, I'm at a loss. I've never felt so powerless. Illidan is dead, and the Golden Army fights an endless war in our name from across the cosmos. I need a moment. This is too much bad news for an old man to bear.
The pain will subside, champion. You now carry my mark, and through it I am able to see and feel as you do. Return to me when you are able. We have much to do.
Light's heart is to serve as the vessel for Illidan Stormrage's rebirth, my last act of service to the light. But Illidan is dead, and his soul is lost in the Nether. Before we may attempt to recover his soul, we must prepare the vessel for his return. Across two worlds exist echoes of Illidan's past. You must venture out and find the echoes. Start where all life begins, birth. Find Illidan's birthplace in Xe'ra. Awaken the memory.
An ancient memory stirs. When you are prepared, call to me, and together we will uncover a piece of Illidan's past.
Praise to the goddess. She has blessed us this night with new life. The birth of not one, but two healthy males.
Two?
The Stormrage twins.
Beautiful, nearly identical, except for...
That one, his eyes are golden.
Indeed. The child is destined for a great and prosperous future. His name is Illidan.
Illidan's was a life full of potential. His destiny forged in the great ordering and cast to the cosmic winds, where at last it would find a home on Azeroth. Within the tiny vessel, the great cycle began anew.
An auspicious start to a life of tragedy, perhaps one of the few joyous memories Illidan would have in his life. While the years that followed tested the prophesied child, they would never break him. You must remember that, despite what you may see as our journey continues. Much of Illidan's formative years were spent in Xe'ra, alongside his twin brother Malfurion. As young night elves, the twins vied for the affection of the young priestess Tyrande, as they underwent the trials of the demigod Cenarius. We must travel to the Dreamgrove now, where Illidan's true path would be forged.
An ancient memory stirs. When you are prepared, call to me, and together we will uncover a piece of Illidan's past.
Illidan,
Your anger is misplaced. I have not insulted you.
You have cast me out, Cenarius.
No. You may remain here, but I will no longer be your teacher. If you wish to continue studying the wilds, you may do so with your brother.
So I must learn from a novice instead of a master?
You must learn respect. Malfurion will become the first druid, because he is a dedicated student. You are not. To walk this path requires sacrifice, Illidan. Something you have yet to understand.
Brother.
Few have known such failure and rejection. Most would have given up, but Illidan would continue on, guided by the unseen hand of fate. His destiny lay elsewhere.
Failure, rejection. From that day, Illidan would be haunted by both. Ever undaunted, he would continue the search for his destiny. Another path would be found. Years later, as the War of the Ancients raged on and the Burning Legion's grip upon this world took hold, Illidan would meet a military leader known as Cartalos Ravencrest. He too would see the potential within Illidan, eventually promoting him to captain of the Moonguard, a powerful group of Night Elf sorcerers. We must experience this memory in Blackrock Hold, located on the western shores of Xe'ra.
An ancient memory stirs. When you are prepared, call to me, and together we will uncover a piece of Illidan's past.
Rooksguard! Send these devils back to their dark masters! For Xe'ra! For Kalimdor!
Sire, the Legion's disruption of our long-range teleportation network has made travel challenging.
Better late than never, eh, lad? Those of us that still draw breath fight on. Are you
Sire, behind you! Another Felmaw has opened! Moonguard, focus your energies into me! We shall show these monsters the power of the arcane!
What manner of fellspawn have these devils set upon us? Mother Moon, help us all!
We require rest, Master.
Well done, Illidan. But the battle has only begun. The Legion has slain half of our forces and scattered the rest across the grounds. What you see here is all that remains of the Rooksguard protecting the hold. To make matters worse, that monstrosity in the arena will burn the hold from the inside out if it is not stopped. Take your Moonguard and rid Black Rook Hold of this demonic invasion. You are our last hope, Illidan. Do what you must. Should Black Rook Hold fall, all of Suramar will fall with it.
I will not fail you, my lord! It took nearly all of our energy to conjure that protective barrier. If I push these Moonguard any harder, they will die. If I can repair that deactivated portal, I will have the reinforcements I require. And a font of power to refresh my energy. Excellent. The power radiating from the portal will energize me, so long as I remain nearby. I must remember to return to these portals whenever I am fatigued.
At your command, Captain. At your command, Captain.
I am ready, Lord Ravencrest. Lower the portcullis.
Lower the gate and brace yourselves! Glaive throwers at the ready!
Run, little Ravencrest, run! There may still be time for you to flee and live out your final miserable days cowering in a tree somewhere. What's this? Ravencrest has sent a pup to face me? I will teach you to respect your betters, child. You dare to defy the Burning Legion? Kneel before the unmatched power of Fel!
The Fel magic is too strong. I could try and siphon energy from my moon god, and use it to unleash devastation upon this demon. But my mages will die too. Alas, what choice exists? If I fail, Suramar falls tomorrow, and with it my beloved Taronda. I must act now. Forgive me for what I do.
You... Master, I am dying.
You killed your own soldiers? You crazed fool! You've sealed your own fate!
You were right, demon. Fel is more powerful than the arcane, but you wield it clumsily. Let me show you what destruction a master's touch can bring!
The pup has fangs.
Captain Stormrage has given us a fighting chance! Secure the rampart, Rook's Guard! Advance!
Thousands more. It appears as if the demon armies are coming from the portal in the courtyard below. I'll need to destroy it if we're to survive, but I'll need help from my moon guard. There are too many demons. I'll need more of my moon guard's power. Do I go too far? No. I must remain focused. The future of my people lies in my hands.
My blade is ready.
These fell spawns are endless. I can't cut them down quickly enough to get to the Dreadlord within the mausoleum. Master Illidan, will you come with me so that we can take down Lothros together?
At your command, Captain.
Let's see what you're made of, tiny thing.
The battle is joined, Master Illidan.
How could anything stand against such a force? I am nearly out of energy. I need to find a portal to rest at. Siphon the essence of my moon guard.
We protect those we love.
We've done it. Without you, I fear I would have eventually succumbed to the onslaught.
Ishnu Allah.
Roxagar the Red is cornered on the bridge. I'm not sure he would ever admit that he needs our help, but I feel it would be only proper to lend him our aid. If you wish to assist our ally, I would be humbled to accompany you in this endeavor.
I am no hero, Captain, but I will gladly stand by your side.
This fight isn't fair! You need to send more reinforcements against me, demons!
A wise warrior welcomes all allies. You fight with the strength of an orc. A glorious battle indeed. If I am correct, we can expect something a bit more deadly at any moment. The Legion often uses fodder such as these to prepare the way for a worthy foe. My axe is sharp and ready. The spirits honor us with a day of glorious combat. You have my well-earned respect, Illidan Stormrage. I will gladly follow you into any battle.
My axe is yours.
For each demon I kill, 2 more take its place. The Nihilum portal is being protected by an Exodar known as Baladur. Conventional spells are useless against it. I'll have to call down the fury of the cosmos to destroy the portal. Then it will be just me and the demon.
Boldly you stand in defiance of the great burning shadow. Minions, kill the hero.
I did not ask for this burden, but it is what fate has deemed.
Power wanes.
It is not my time, but sadly, it is yours.
Stop! You're killing us! At your command, Captain.
I am the mightiest mage hunter in all the cosmos. You stand no chance, little elf.
Hunt this.
Never have I felt such power, such agony.
Illidan has taken the courtyard! Rook's Guard, advance! We will join the battle in the arena! Captain Stormrage, lead the charge!
I have to jump into the arena to destroy that monstrosity. Mother Moon, give me strength.
What have you done? You've killed them all, Illidan!
What would you have me do, Catalos? Simper and nod to our new Legion overlords as they turn our world to ash?
There is always a choice. We could have
what? You are blind, Ravencrest. You are all blind! This was one invasion. They nearly killed everyone here and took Suramar! The best any of you can do is criticize my methods. My mages died saving our world. What have you given? What have you sacrificed? You're a damned fool, Ravencrest! No matter. I've learned all I can from you. We will never defeat the Legion so long as cowards hold the reins. Farewell, and good luck. Perhaps you may fare better begging them for your lives next time.
The line between good and evil is thin, and resides in a place where intention means little. Illidan wondered how those around him could be so blind to the threat of the Burning Legion. Fate is not without a sense of irony. Most mortals cannot comprehend the truth of the Legion. Those that recognize it often fuse to accept its meaning. Such knowledge carries a weight that the mortal frame cannot bear. To sacrifice that much of one's self changes the soul. Among your greatest heroes, a rare few understood that type of sacrifice. Let us witness it through Illidan's eyes. We must go to Xe'ra.
An ancient memory stirs. When you are prepared, call to me, and together we will uncover a piece of Illidan's past.
Behold the Legion's power. No matter how hard this world fights, it will fall.
Our eyes deceive us. The army that marches on Azeroth is but a whisper of the Legion's true strength. Beyond this army is another, and another, and another. Even if we defeat them here, it will mean nothing. We are doomed. Unless we find another way to fight them. And I will find that way.
With his eyes burned out for seeing the truth, Illidan still did not falter. Even under the gaze of the Lord of the Burning Legion, Illidan remained resolute and defiant.
Illidan sought out the truth and was blinded by what he saw. He was beginning to understand his destiny, but there was one final sacrifice he had yet to make. Hardly recognizable from the golden-eyed child of prophecy, and living as an outcast on the fringes of a shattered world, his motivation remained unchanged. His assaults on the Legion and his attempts to end their march were his only focus. Yet, in a strange twist of fate, it was not the Burning Legion who came for him in the end. We must travel to Outland to experience Illidan's last memory.
Akama, your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
We've come to end your reign, Illidan. My people and all of Outland shall be free.
Boldly said, but I remain unconvinced.
The time has come. The moment is at hand.
If the glaive drops, can I have it? Engaging in 4, 3, 2, 1. Incoming! I think Johnny is AFK.
I'll deal with these mongrels. Strike now, friends. Strike at the betrayer.
Who pulled early? Misdirect the tank. I was not prepared. Resurrection, please. Didn't I have a soul stone? I have Ankh. How did I die to that?
I will not be touched by a rabble such as you.
Behold
The flames of Azeroth! Who shall be next to taste my blades?
Finished. You are beaten.
Tyrondo. The world is only as meaningful to us as the beings that inhabit it. Even in the end, Illidan saw her as clearly as the first time he laid eyes on her. He never lost sight of his world. You must ask yourself, how far will you go for yours?
In the end, the denizens of Azeroth and Outland came to exact their vengeance upon Illidan. Though you did not strike a blow against him, you were complicit in his fall. I showed you Illidan's life so that you would understand why he fought and made the choices that he made. Yours was the vessel that needed preparation. If the hatred and doubt in your heart has subsided, take your place at the side of the light. Illidari the Soul Leader, an oracle of the Illidari, has been on the hunt for Illidan's soul for quite some time. She believes that she has discovered its location and requires your assistance in its recovery. Find Illidari at the Illidari stand in Xe'ra and aid her in any way possible. If Sargeras truly plans to use Illidan's body as a vessel for his own return, then returning Illidan's soul to his body is integral in preventing the Dark Titan from returning to our world.
My life is dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion.
The Naaru heard my call? Interesting. Very well, let's get to work. We've found Illidan's soul, finally, and it's not where we expected it to be held. Alas, I will not burden you with the location of the Master's soul just yet. First, we must craft a soul prism powerful enough to hold the Master's boundless chaotic energies. To do this, I require lingering soul fragments from powerful beings across the world. Bring me enough, and I will craft a soul prism capable of holding the soul of the Master. At least long enough to transfer it into the Naaru.
But I will judge for myself whether you are worthy.
I have sacrificed everything. What have you given?
The soul prism of the Illidari is ready for use. Illidan's soul was plucked from the Nether, stolen, and taken to the Underworld, a place known as Helheim.
Trust in Lord Illidan's plan.
While tracking the Master's physical body proved challenging, we were able to locate it in the Nighthold of Suramar. Our intelligence reports that Gul'dan is making final preparations to the Nightwell in order to use its power to usher the soul of Sargeras into Illidan's body. The only way to stop that from happening is to put Illidan's own immortal soul back. Take the soul prism of the Illidari and venture to Helheim. Defeat Helya and use the prism on Illidan's soul. Return it to Light's heart.
Your efforts are for naught, mortals. Odin will never be free. You must not win!
Light's heart illuminates brightly and seemingly consumes the soul prism. Illidan's soul rests safely within Light's heart. Take this vessel and deliver it to Khadgar with the following instructions. When Gul'dan attempts to tear the sky asunder and bring the Dark Titan into our world, call forth the power of this vessel and release Illidan's soul into his body. Go now, we do not have much time. The dark ritual will begin soon.
There remains much to be done.
I will do my best. You will, of course, have to do the hard work and lead the assault on the Nighthold for Azeroth.
Ah, yes. The heroes have arrived. So persistent, so confident. But your arrogance will be your undoing. Have you forgotten your humiliation on the broken shore? How your precious High King was bent and broken before me? Will you beg for your lives as he did, whimpering like some worthless dog? Your pathetic alliance will fall to dust. Your new boy king will bow down and serve me, as will all of you. The husk of Illidan will prove an ideal vessel for my master's glory. Sargeras will rise, and together we will watch your world burn. Let the endgame begin. You will not stop the ritual. Strike for Sargeras. Burn from within. I'll make ashes of you. Rid me of these pests. Kill them in my master's name. The vessel must be made ready. I'll make ashes of you. Burn from within. You failed, heroes. The ritual is upon us. But first, I'll indulge myself a bit and finish you. A taste of the Master's might. No more distractions. I have work to do. Surrender. I may yet show mercy.
Fight for Azeroth! For all you hold!
Burn from within. Behold, power given forth.
This is our world, not the Legion! Keep pressing, champions! Gul'dan wavers! He will fall!
burn from within. Why won't you die? Why do you keep resisting? Let the storm bring death upon you.
Behold, time to return the demon hunter's soul to his body, and deny the Legion's master a host.
You have seen what I have seen. You know what we face. Now, mortals, follow me into the abyss.
Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on future adventures. Safe travels until we next meet in the world of Warcraft.
Have you forgotten your humiliation on the broken shore? How your mighty war chief was stuck in the belly like a helpless piglet? Will you die slowly as he did? Consumed by fell corruption and squealing for a merciful end. Your pathetic horde will fall to dust. In the end, death will inherit this world, and she will be waiting. The husk of Illidan will prove an ideal vessel for my master's glory. Sargeras will rise, and together we will watch your world burn. Let the endgame begin. You will not stop the ritual.